I'm live. Oh, yeah, appreciate that. Come on. Videos. Oh, nobody's here yet. Hey, there we go. Video unavailable. With restricted mode enabled to view. Hey, gang. Can't watch my video. I guess it'll show chat, which is, I guess, what I need.
Just because I'm on Pipeline.
I don't know.
Let me go to mine.
We're having some technical difficulties here, guys, so bear with us. We'll figure it out here in just a second. We hope. Still unavailable. You have to click on that.
Oh, I don't know what to do. I need to go get your.
Try it.
Let me.
Okay, bear with us while technology. I'll tell you what, it's something. So I can't see anything right now, unfortunately, guys, because I figured out how to flip the camera so that I'm using the good camera on my phone versus the selfie cam. So we're working on getting that figured out right now, so that I can actually see your questions. Because right now can't see anything. So, and apparently, all right. So I don't know what you can see and what you can't because I can't see the camera yet. I don't know if that'll. Well, that might work. I guess we'll try it. All right. What's up, Bo? Dodge Boy. Punkies. Gitland Farms. What's up, Nathan? What's up, Austin? Dodge Boy. I think I already said you. What's up, Twin Turbo? William. Sorry. What's up, Rockhaven? What's up, Hunter? What's up, Dane? Oh, yeah. Where's the Mac? I don't know. There's a Mac here somewhere, right? Yeah, sure. Somewhere. Hey, what's up, Brian? How's it going? What's up, Earl? All right. Well, let's see if we've got this sorted out here. Kind of had some technical difficulties, I guess. So, since Brian's here, I'm working on one of his nifty skippy C60s that he brought to the world. So obviously I stripped it down, painted it red because I like that nice Chevy red. Didn't go with a bright glossy red. Just went with kind of a red. Stripped the frame down. I just painted it like a matte black color because I don't really want it to stand out too much. So I've got to paint this exhaust still. I think I'm gonna paint the filler cap over here, and you can see I've already done the marker lights and the turn signals and all that. To get this to fit correctly, I had to just bump up these supports a little bit. I'll probably just paint those with a brush black real quick before we permanently put this thing on here, and we'll go from there. But so here's this outfit. So I made it so the swivel. I thought that was important. Unfortunately, my crane red did not match my bed red, so I guess that's a bit of a fail, but whatever. And you can see I put a welder on. I put a fuel tank on the front because I did shorten this frame up quite a bit. I don't know. I can pull out here. I'll pull out the. Here's one of the grain beds, so you can kind of see how much I took off of that frame there to make this fit, but I left room, just enough room, to put this fuel tank so that it can kind of wedge in there, like so. And hopefully that looks pretty darn good, I think. So hopefully that'll do the trick. Anyway, I think these C60s are one of my favorite toys to come out in a long time. One, because they're just cool, and everybody had a C60 Chevy around here anyway. And two, the customization potential is just unlimited on these things. And they're reasonably priced enough where you can do that. So that's also a huge bonus. You might notice the pile of tires. I've got a whole bunch of stuff going on. I mean, I've got several of these stripped out And you can see some of the frames, so on and so forth. So lots of C60 action going on. Here's got some black primer on those, and we'll see what comes of those here pretty quick. What am I doing with this white? So I'm going to put some decent looking tires on it for one. Not that the stock tires are bad, or wheels and tires. Those are pretty good, but I kind of want to dual this guy up and just see if I can't add a little detail to it. I may even put a steerable front end on it. We'll see. I may do front assist on this thing. I've been kicking around that idea anyway. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Might work on that in a little bit. Can I make a CD models kit on stream? Which kit do you want me to do? Because some of them I certainly could do, and some of them are, you know, multi-hour, multi-day projects. So I definitely couldn't do that. So thanks, Farm Boy. Appreciate the compliment there. Thank you as well, Hunter. Make that a pull-in tractor. Oh, that white. That'd be kind of a neat pull-in tractor. I've never made a pull-in tractor before. I don't really have the parts to do that here, but I may do that someday. What's going to happen with this Ford 9000? Good question. Old Brown Betty here. It's going to get made into a fertilizer truck. A tinder truck, anyway. So I don't know. I was kind of kicking around the idea of just doing a single hopper. Obviously, I'd have to extend that frame out. But I really want to do a double hopper on this. The problem is I'm out of double hoppers until it looks like it's like 20 days before I can get more of those in. So, because I'm not going to print those here. They're some of the parts on my hoppers, like you can see here. Some of these are a little delicate for my printer. They print just fine. It's when you go to clean them up and pull the supports off, that's when you run into some serious trouble. So, anyway, you should make a C60 semi-truck for a small grain trailer. Yeah, I agree with that, Bo. I think that's definitely a project I'm going to tackle in the future. They look really cool. Those single axle C60s are pretty sweet. So, have you worked on Dogtown since the last live stream? I have not. I have not had a chance to really do anything with Dogtown. I ordered some supplies for it, so there'll be more Dogtown stuff coming real quick, I hope. Let's see. I need to find just some good old black paint here. It's actually matte black, but it'll do what I want it to do. And I'm just going to paint the sides of these. I'm not going to paint the top because I want the adhesive to adhere to this, so I don't necessarily want paint on there. Do I have a Tractor Fab cattle trailer? I do not have a Tractor Fab cattle trailer. And if you can find one, you better buy it, because Tractor Fab stuff is gone. It's hard to sell. He's not making things anymore. I mean, it's hard to find. Like I said, he's not going to make them anymore. So if there's something you want from Tractor Fab and you find it, you better buy it. That's one of those deals where he was making some really great stuff. I've used thousands of his disc blades, thousands, and several of his other pieces. But kind of what happened was 3D printing came along and it kind of killed it. I mean, it unfortunately kind of killed his business, I think. I mean, I'm not, I don't have any inside information there, but it's still, even now, even with 3D printing, I started 3D printing farm toy parts 5 years ago. And so I was a pretty early adapter. I'm not going to say I was a first, but I was definitely an early adapter. And now that we're 5 years into this thing, it's still kind of the Wild West as far as printing goes. There's a lot of guys that, for some reason, they're making things that people have already made, and I don't know why. There's plenty of equipment and things out there to make, and so when people are making multiples of the same thing, it's kind of hurts everybody a little bit. I think, anyway. I mean, competition's good in a way, But in the farm toy world, it can also be a negative. What's up, Tony? It's going. It's Friday anyway. I mean, I still got to work this weekend, but at least tomorrow. Supposed to get some pretty big time thunderstorms tomorrow, so I hope to go out and do some photography. If the timing of that all works out, we'll see. Never know. I just noticed a detail I forgot. I need to paint those brake lights, so we're gonna grab some red. We're gonna do that real quick. Nice work area, thanks. Yeah, it's kind of a mess, huh? If it was clean, it would mean I wasn't doing anything. Ugh, I have glasses on. Why don't I use them? There, glasses. There we go. Can see way better. I would not recommend getting old. It's no fun. Should make a service trailer. Service trailer would be kind of interesting. Suitcase, weights, brackets, and grills. Oh, that figures. I mean, yeah, everybody's... There's, like I said, people are just... I don't know if they're not paying attention to what others are making, or if they're intentionally doing it, or what. And I mean, I'm guilty too. I accidentally made those Geringhoff headers, and Nick McRell made them already. I didn't know that at the time, unfortunately. And that's why I haven't really pushed them since, because... I mean, I don't need to compete with anybody on that. I got other stuff I can be worried about making. Alright. Oh, 2 of you have seen people making discs like mine. Oh, great. So here's my thoughts on that. If I ever get to rolling and putting those discs together, I mean, you know, if they want to compete, I guarantee you I can sell them cheaper. I can put my disc together I can put one of those discs together in about 10 minutes, and I honestly, the amount of money I have in the parts, if I were to go outsource it overseas, it would be pretty minimal. So, and I was definitely the first one to 3D print one of those discs. So, and there's, you know, that disc has been on a Chris Steve display. There's going to be one on a Tony Dixon display. You know, it's not like it's not out there. It's definitely out there. People know it exists. So, like I said, people are making the same things that other people have already made, and that's silly. It's just there's so many other things they could be making. I don't know why they were wasting their time, to be honest with you. Custom 3rd Gen Cummins. Okay. How did you get so much money to buy all these farm toys? Lucky. No. Nope. Luck has nothing to do with it. When I buy a farm toy, it's because I sold a farm toy. That's how it works. That's the whole reason I started doing custom work, is so I could afford to buy more toys. No luck involved. You just got to do it. You got to put in the work. That's the way it goes. And then if you get good, you can sell stuff for quite a bit of money, and you can buy lots of toys with one piece sometimes. Sometimes. Alright. Got the exhaust painted back up silver. I mean, that's the color it came. Thought about doing like a rust color, but I don't really... This isn't really an older... I want this to look new and nice, so... Let's see. I got a couple things to touch up on this pump here. Or to paint, I guess, in general. I haven't even started on it. I guess is what I should say. All right, that looks good. Clean my brush. All right. What brand, GM or Ford? Well, this is a GM. This is a Chevy. Yeah, I appreciate that too, Bo. You know, I buy from Outback and I buy off eBay too, but I know smaller dealers definitely appreciate it if you buy from them versus say Outback or whatever. I mean, Outback's just so big; they have, for all intents and purposes, they have an infinite money. I mean, they're technically a Case IH dealer or a family of Case IH dealers that just happens to have a massive toy show with it, which is fine. I mean, like I said, I buy from them often too. Well, often, a couple times a year. But I try to buy from smaller dealers like Brian Morey at B&B. I try to get a lot of stuff from him. Get a lot of stuff from my buddy Herb Minix. The Angottis I try to buy quite a bit from Danny Angotti's Farm Toys, and some other guys like Cameron Farmer and Chad Weber. I try to, I'll go to them if kind of my go-to guys don't have something I'm looking for. So I try to support the little guys. Is there a smokestack? You know what? I just need to. What's up, Scott? How are you doing? You know what, Sean? I just need to draw one up, and then we can have one like that, because I agree. Everything I do on these Steigers, so like this guy right here, I mean, that's all scratch built. That's just brass tubing. You can even see some of the unpainted tubing right there. Yeah, I mean, we're in the day and age where if I 3D printed a bunch of that, we'd be better off for sure. I don't know, maybe I can do that this weekend. I think I'm going to have a little bit of draw time tomorrow, so I'm not sure how much. I've got to finish a project for a buddy of mine, and then I've only got maybe a half hour left on it, and then I could kind of draw some new stuff, I guess. I've got some new stuff printing right now I'm excited about. I've got a new truck bed, so it's a little different than this. It's got toolboxes all the way down the side, and then a higher stack toolbox right here. And anyway, and then I'm trying to do a singles and a dually version of that truck bed, and I'll probably try to do a dually version of this truck bed soon. But that other truck bed I'm talking about is printing right now, so hopefully. And then also, and I think if Nathan is still here, Nathan Abrams is still here, he suggested I put a vise on the back of these trucks, and I drew up a vise and I'm printing that right now. So we'll see how that works out too. Can I make a CD Models Gleaner kit? I can. I've got the combine here. Maybe I will. One of these days. I got the kit here. They're cool. They're involved for sure, but it's all metal. It's nice. 3D printed bed. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Tony. I don't know who you're answering there. I missed a question apparently. Do you sell those kits to make the service bed? I maybe have an extra or two I would sell. These are actually from Rock and H Farm Toys. The bed is. This is the welder is mine. This crane I got off of Shapeways, but I have a crane that's almost ready to test print that actually telescopes. It's based on an American top lift crane, so I'll be using that from now on after I'm out of these, because I've only got one more of these left. So if you can hang on for a month. I mean, I hate to say that, but that's by the time I prototype it, get it done, and then have a production run of them sent here, it's going to be a month, if not 6 weeks. So anyway, so I hope to have a crane that goes up and down and telescopes soon. Let's call it by early summer. And anyway, but like I said, this bed is a Rock and H bed. In fact, he's got it stamped on the bottom there. So you can get a hold of Eric Hazelhorse. He'll hook you up with one of those. Or like I said, I've probably got an extra I'd let go. I ordered, 10 or 20 of them from him. So I've got a few. Just get a hold of me. We'll figure out something. And this fuel tank on the front is all scratch built. It's just styrene that I cut and built, stuck together. And this pump, it's just a couple pieces of styrene that I did a little bit of filing on and whatever. Just try to make it look like a pump, I guess. Yeah, go ahead and send me a message. That'd be great. Put a torch on it. Yeah, I should do that. I bought a torch kit at one point from somebody. Now I can't remember who it was. I'd like to have more of them. It's probably Aaron Jason, if I'm honest. Anyway, so I've got and these are some of his parts. So I was thinking like maybe I'll put a spool on there. I've got an air compressor to put on. This is an old school style air compressor. I'm trying to kind of keep it older rather than new and modern since it's a C60. You know, and then I could always put on like a lunchbox or something like that. Oh, here's one of the acetylene tanks that I got off Shapeways, and like I said, possibly Aaron Jensen Diecast. I'm not 100% sure on that. It could be Model Mechanic too, which is Scott. I'm not for sure though. Have you thought about printing a GMC? Well, yeah, Evan. It's funny you mentioned that. I, in fact, have thought about printing a GMC front end. In fact, I've already drawn it. Coming soon. Yeah, for sure. If you made a live stream some night, do you think I don't see why not? As long as you can avoid a night when somebody else is on, like last night or 2 nights ago, whenever the heck I was streaming, I was doing good for like an hour there, and then all of a sudden, Mike Less and Millennial Farmer both decided to go live, and those guys kind of killed me on my live stream, but that's fine. I don't think we did talk about that, Tony, but I've already had that kind of in the works a little bit. It's a little more delicate than my printer will print, because it's a pretty flat piece. I mean, I could maybe get it to work, but anyway, so the deal is I uploaded the file to Shapeways, and I'm patiently waiting for them to send that to me. To see how that GMC grill works, and then of course if it's not perfect I'll have to send it back and blah blah blah. Shapeways, blah. And then final production on that, once I kind of get those done, I will go to FactFox and just order 50 of them or whatever. Your CC. Oh, thank you. Oh, I totally understand, Bo. You get busy, and that's just the way it goes. Trust me, been there, done that. I'm glad you like the kit, though. That's the most important thing to me. All right, so let's see. Let's see if we can't get this puppy mounted. What do you think, guys? Got to get it straight on here. We'll just see how this looks. Kind of liking it. Kind of liking that. I think we're ready to make that permanent. So it doesn't slide around on us. So I'm using gold label. Honestly, under this, it will never show, but gold label BSI does not haze up. Doesn't do white like normal glue does. Probably should have put. I mean, it'll dry. Don't get me wrong, but I probably should have put some activator on the bed and set that on there, because it's going to take a minute for this to dry, especially if I keep messing with it like so. I'm a little crooked, and I don't like that. There we go. I may have to shim this one side. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, no, we're good. Okay, we're good. Gap looks good. Gap looks good. Well, anyway, there we go. It's pretty nice little outfit, I think. Somebody will like it. If not, it can stay on my farm forever. I don't care. So I did all this organize. Oh, no. And I don't know what I did with my magic stretch cord. I was going to make a hose for this this fuel tank, but No idea. It's just disappeared. It's just gone. It's those little spools with the black cord on it. And I swear we hung them over one of these pegs, but apparently we moved them at some point. Oh well, they'll turn up someday. So I guess for now I'm not going to put a hose on this. I'll have to do that though before it's ready to go on the website. That's for sure. Oh, what's up, Cameron? What were you playing on Xbox? Yeah, this for sure. This bed I want to be level, not like the the Junker one. I wanted it to be on level. I thought it would be kind of cool if it was goofy looking. But yeah, this one I want level. Oh yeah, Clint Thomerson's who you're talking about there, Bo. He's a buddy of mine. There's a couple other guys that do review videos and stuff like that. Winders Custom Farm Toys, they do, and then there's Sambo's Stop Mo's. I kind of enjoy both of those channels. Of course, Rockin' H does a lot of trucks. Maybe that's who you were talking about. You might have been talking about Rockin' H and not Clint Thomerson. I can't remember Clint's channel. Black Smoke Customs, maybe, I think. I'm blanking out on it. Yeah, Rockin' H. Hazel Horse. Oh, Forza Horizon 4, nice. And Farm Sim, that's cool. I'm a big Forza fan. I mean, I haven't played it in forever, but it's probably my favorite game. I'm kind of excited because I heard Sony is allowing, I think MLB worked out a deal where they're going to allow the show to come to Xbox, so finally Xbox is going to get a real baseball game, which I'm really excited about. It's never had a real baseball game. I mean, it had RBI, which was terrible. It had Super Mega Baseball, which is fun, but, you know, it's not the real thing, so. Yeah, BB's definitely done a couple semis. He's got a good channel. You got to check him out sometime, too, if you're looking. There's a few other channels out there, but I think they're kind of quit doing videos or uploading or whatever, which, I mean, that happens. You know, life gets in the way or whatever, but, you know, there's some others out there, but yeah, I mean, unfortunately, kind of like TTT and Rockin' H and myself are kind of the most active ones, I guess. But like I said, there's some other younger guys that are doing some cool stuff. I'm kind of enjoying watching them. So, but you know, I'm kind of, you know, if I have a free time to sit and watch something, I'm probably going to try to find something farm toy or tractor related, because that's kind of what I like. You know, I mean, I do like baseball, but obviously we're not going to be watching baseball anytime soon. So, that's kind of crazy to think, but all right. So, I got sent this project. I think I showed you guys this on the other live post, or the other live video. This poly tank I made. Pretty happy with that. I got another one that's cleaning right now. So if 2 in a row turn out good, I know it's good, and it's time to get some ordered. So anyway, I had a guy send me a couple of these. This one he'd clearly tried to do some custom stuff on already. And anyway, the idea is I think I'm making a 40-30 out of these. And I don't have a lot of experience with 40-30s, but I've got some pretty serious ideas. He was on the right track here by cutting this cab off, but in my opinion, this whole interior's got to go, and I'll have to build up a platform for the seat, console, all that sort of thing. Exhaust is gone, so we have to do some work on that. Get rid of these front weights. The picture he sent me of his, I believe it did not have front weights, so those got to go. Probably do a steerable front end. Probably put some tires on there that aren't Ertl, that's for sure. And see if I can't make something out of this. I don't know. We'll see. Sent me this one too, so this is probably the one I'll actually cut into. Since he's already kind of started on that. Not that, you know, he did a pretty clean job, but there's quite a bit of cleanup there that I can probably just do this one easier, quicker than I can clean this one. So we'll see. Oh, come on, Tony. I thought you would be. I thought you'd be making videos all the time. Yeah, Evan, you should definitely upload some videos. I mean, you got some awesome stuff. I think people would love to see those. A Kenworth W900A. All right, interesting. I don't know that I've ever built a Kenworth yet or worked on a Kenworth yet on the model farm. Be kind of fun. All right, look at that. My bed is dry. So, waiting for the vise to finish printing, which that'll be done probably tonight at some point. Probably too late for me to put it on this truck. Stick a vise on the back. I need to find my magic stretch cord so I can make a fuel line, and I think I'm gonna call that truck done. So we're just gonna set it off to the side. All right, so here is an 8440. Yes, 8440. I've got rails on it already. I need to make a mirror for that, so let's do that. Somebody asked me how to make mirrors the other day. Easiest thing in the world. It's kind of like when I made that flasher beacon, or that flasher bar the other day in about 10 seconds. This is sort of the same situation. Did you see the white 288 with the new idea loader that is the Summer Farm Toy Show exclusive? I didn't see that, actually. Well, so I actually have some fairly decent editing skills. What I don't have is the time. Because it takes forever to properly edit a video. That roundtable discussion at St. Louis, I think I spent... I spent quite a bit longer editing that than I was actually at St. Louis, kind of. So, yeah, something like that. I'm gonna round these edges. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get this to size. Something like that. That's a little square, but it's okay. So literally just flat styrene. Now I'm going to take a file. And I'm going to round these corners off. I need my glasses on. Yeah, like that. Guess what I need to do tonight is find some tires to put on this bad boy, huh? This is kind of an older custom I started and then for whatever reason never got it finished, so hood seam's not filled on it. But that's okay. Every custom doesn't have to be some high-end $100 toy either. All right, so just dropped it. So I got those nice and round. You can see that. I don't know if you can see it or not, but anyway, I think that looks mirror-like. I've lost my tweezers too. I don't know, they've just disappeared. Huh. But we can do this with our fingers. So I'm going to put just a dab of glue on this mount here. And another dab right there of accelerator. And make those two meet right there. And there you go. There is a mirror mounted on a 3040 series John Deere. Apparently when I took the tires off this, I was not in the mood to heat it up because I clearly just took the Dremel to it and went to town. All right. Yeah, I hope the summer farm show is going to happen. Farm toy show is going to happen too. I don't know. Where do you buy your glue and activator, and does the type of material you're gluing require different glues? So pretty much everything I glue, this is fine. I get this at hobbylink.com. Sometimes you can find it at your local hobby store, so if you have one, check there for sure. Like I said, Gold Label is non-hazing, and Purple Label will haze, but this flows a little better, fills the gaps a little better, in my opinion. And even though this is gap filling. And then Accelerator, which is... You'd think being a giant bottle, I would see it. Or not. Anyway, Accelerator comes in a big brown bottle. Oh, is it over here? Oh, I was showing people the other day. Yeah, thank you. So there you go. There's BSI Instaset. And then these little bottles that I use, you can get a lot of places. I think I got these off Amazon. You can get like 5 of them for not very much money at all. And I'm sure you can find those locally somewhere too, but I'm not sure where to tell you that place is, to be honest with you. Colton, can you... Yeah, I know I should get on Toy Tractor Times more. So the thing that sort of stinks about Toy Tractor Times is my phone does not like that website at all, and so I rarely I don't know. I rarely kind of transfer photos from phone to laptop. So, but I cannot get photos to upload from my phone to Toy Tractor Times. Otherwise, I probably would post on there more. Maybe I'll do that though. All right, I'll try to remember you guys' names over there at TTT. Have you ever built any of those discs we ordered from Dave? Nope. I mean, I almost hate to say that, but and I'm going to it's once I kind of get this cleaned up, that's going to be on my list. It's just they are such a massive undertaking because they're just such a pain to put together, but they're worth it. They look awesome when they're done, but they're just such a pain to put together. So soon, I hope to do one, and probably. I mean, I've got several kits, but I would almost rather finish one, put it up, sell it as a kit because they're such a pain. I might go to a toy show in Monroe, Wisconsin. I would check and make sure that show is still going on, because my guess is it's not. What phone do you have? I have an S10 Plus, and I have to put it in desktop mode. There you go. I have an S10, so that's probably what I need to do. Thanks for the tip there. I will... I'll try that. Well, yeah, I mean, it could definitely be self-advertising over on TTT. I kind of hate to, I don't know, get in on Jason's thing that he's got going on there a little bit. I'm definitely not trying to take away from that any. But yeah, I kind of agree. There's a different audience over there than probably what I'm finding here. And so it'd be nice to expand that because I'd love to have, another 50, 60, 100,000 more subscribers. I guess we'll just shoot for the next, couple hundred, though, first, before we try to conquer the world. All right, what else do I want to do to this, guys? I kind of almost want to rail down here. And I definitely want to put a hitch on that isn't an Ertl hitch. So, I don't know if I've got one in my pile of junk here or not, but I definitely have one up here in the cabinet. If not, There's the 3-point from one, or the PTO from one that I hacked off. Oh, somebody was asking me, I think on Instagram, what I cut out of that 8850 that I posted or I was working on the other night. There's half of the engine that came out of that. So, all right, let's just grab a new hitch here because by the time I find one, I could have one. There it is. Sometimes 3D printing feels like cheating because I mean I probably spent a half hour designing this, whatever it took to print it. I printed 20 or 30 of them at a time, and used to have to make all this by hand out of styrene or brass, and it took forever. And now I have a drawer full. It's almost cheating. Almost. All right, where do we want to put this thing? We need that to go right up against the axle there. Yep. All right. I only get rust-free rigs out on the West Coast. Well, we're definitely not that lucky here. Yeah, I'm sure those fenders would they're rusting out as we speak. You can probably hear them. Okay, I'm gonna make it loud a little bit because I'm gonna do a little Dremel in here. So talk amongst yourselves for a second. This won't take long. Just gotta lop this rear end off of this thing and see what we can do. Always wear your glasses when you're cutting. All right, there we go. So I had, you saw it bite, it grabbed pretty hard there a little bit, so I got to fix a piece of fender now. All right, if you listen close in Illinois, you can hear a sitting tire rust. Yeah, that's very true. Oh, hey, Age Construction, thank you. Appreciate you watching. Hey, what's up, guys? Do you use JB Weld? Absolutely, I use JB Weld. Have some right here, actually, or at least one part of it. I use JB Weld when I'm putting casting halves back together, because I don't like to rivet them, and so I usually do that. I will usually put them a little bit in the seam, but not. I don't like to fill my seam with JB Weld necessarily. It's harder to sand, so I fill my seams with glazing putty. But yeah, I use JB Weld to put stuff back together. All right. So anyway, that looks pretty good. Well, gotta do a little work on this thing though. Trying to get this back end good and cleaned up. That way it sits nice and flush on this casting. It'll look 10 times better. There we go. That looks real good. So obviously I'm going to have to repaint this. I'm probably not going to paint the whole tractor where I didn't tear the part of seam, but I might just tape off and repaint this rear end. It'll match. It'll look good. I'm trying to build a few more items that are, I'm not going to say cheaper, but more reasonably priced, so that guys that can't go out and drop $100 on a tractor or $80 on a tractor can still get a nice looking custom. And so that's why I'm not filling the seams in on this one or whatever, because by the time I split this tractor and fill the seams in and repaint and all that sort of thing, it's, you know, you're easily adding another $40-50 to the cost of the tractor. So doing it this way, most of the cost is going to be in wheels and tires, actually. That is not quite the way I want it. Well, we wasted a little glue there. I'm going to grind a little bit more on this. I don't know. It looks flat, but it's not sitting right. Whew, gotta love that grinding on cyanoacrylate smell. Ugh. I'll be sneezing here in no time. That looks straight. Okay, now we're ready to roll. Like I said, I'm using the thicker, the medium glue for this. I just like it a little better for this purpose. I'm not worried about it hazing up because, like I said, we're going to repaint here anyway. And I'm just going to put, you know, I'm not trying not to go like super thick with it. Put some activator on this piece. And make sure it's all lined up. There we go. There we go. That looks good. That's the way it's done. Only took us a couple tries to get there. Okay. Let's see. Let's put that back on there. And let's grab a little platform here. I'm just going to set that so it's not sitting on the hitch. All right. Raise your hand if you're displaying your workbench and your other workbenches and you can't forget you're filming. Yeah, I can raise my hand on that one for sure. Pictures on Instagram of the planter. Could you give me some tips? Yeah, absolutely, Punkies. You bet. Of course. Just go ahead and send me some pictures. I'll check it out. Well, we haven't planted anything yet, so, and I don't think we will for a while. It's super wet here, so I imagine it's going to be another late planting season on the farm. So, I'm looking through some questions to see if I missed. Have I ever custom built a 4440? I think I did a long time ago. I'm kind of in the mood to do a 4630 now. So I'm gonna try to do one of those. I'm trying to do one like really nice high detail. I think I have a casting around here for one of those. Any suggestions on a cheap or scratch lift kit? You mean for like trucks? A lift kit for trucks? No idea. I'm not a truck guy. Ask Tony Dixon. He might have a clue. If he's still on here. Is Dogtown a mess? Yep. always a mess. Someday I'll have it cleaned up and looking good and finished, and then it won't be. But right now it is a mess. Do you always use Dremels? Always. Yeah. I mean, I'd say over the course of my farm toy building life, I've gone through 7 or 8 Dremels, I would say, and I have 3 now. So, and I really prefer the flex head, and I like the variable speed on that. So, okay, I think I'm somewhat caught up here. All right. What are clean Ford and Cummins trucks going out for out east? Way too much. Way too much. I was looking. I found a Cummins. I didn't even remember what year it was. It was older. I mean, I'm talking 10 years old anyway. Had 150,000 miles on it, and the guy wanted 25,000 for it the other day. And why would I buy a used truck for 25,000 with 150,000 on it when I can go buy a new truck for $10,000 more? This is silly. Truck prices are out of hand right now. Used truck market. It's ridiculous. 4650. I could look into a 4650. Oh, I missed a tip there. What's the best way to get more YouTube subscribers? Because I'm all about, I'll take any tips for YouTube subscribers I can get. What's really weird is I will do a video and it will get tons and tons of views. And then so I'm like, okay, well, people like this, so I'll do another video in a week or two of that, and then it'll get like half the views. I don't understand at all, but anyway. Or are you asking me what's the best way to get more YouTube subscribers? Oh, that's a good question. Post consistently, a couple times a week, at least once a week, twice a week if you can. Have fun with it. I think that's the key. If you're having fun, your audience will too, I think. 97 second gen, 300,000 miles, 12 valve, 5 speed, surface thrust, 9K. It's insane. That's insane. That truck probably only cost 15K brand new, if that. 97? I don't even know what that truck would have been brand new. It wouldn't have been that much. Yeah, that's crazy. Like I said, the world is just nuts right now. I kind of have a feeling now that the recession's here and the economy's to crap and all these people are out of work, I think truck prices are going to come down quite a bit. So, because there's going to be a lot of people that have really big truck payments that aren't going to be able to make them. So, which is unfortunate, but it's the way it's going to be. You should also customize a 9400T. I love the 9400T. I tell you what, they're getting harder to get a hold of. The original casting 9400T. The 20 series and the R series, they're out now. I'm actually going to be doing a really, let's call it ultra high detail R series, 2-track tractor, the big track 9000R. Like I'll say within the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be pretty awesome. So yeah, I would love to do a regular 9400T. Maybe I'll get that on my list. I've done those before. I mean, I've done a bunch of those in the past. But when I did those, I was a way different builder back then, so they would not be nearly as good as what I would do today. And so yeah, it'd be fun to go revisit one of those and make them pretty cool. So I have 2 of the cheap tool sheds, one from Dremel and higher quality that came with the attachment. And the other one was $5 at Menards on Black Friday, so I just threw it in my mom's car. That sounds all right. Like in the 30K range, and that's cheap. I was actually just on Chevy's website the other day. I don't really want a Chevy. I'd rather have a Dodge, but I saw you could get a 2500 HD. Now we're not talking diesel, obviously, but you could get a 2500 HD gas burner for like 33ish, and they have 0% on right now. So, like I said, I would do that long before I went and paid 25 grand for some used whatever. So. Yeah, I don't know why two-wheel drive Chevy work trucks are 30 grand. I don't know. Like I said, the truck market's just wrong right now. It's an absolute mess. I blame country music. Oh my gosh, an 09 3500 with 70,000 miles, 36,000, which is more. Yeah, that'd be more than he paid for it new. When we got our 14 Ram at the farm, there's a 3500 2014 model, and we put a Knappi tool bed on it. So with the bed, and that was 41,000 out the door. And so so 36,000 for a 10, 11-year-old truck is absolutely insane, in my opinion. Yeah, they are. Those 12 valves they're kind of collectible, which is, I mean, it's only a 10-year-old truck. I don't know. It's just one of those things. We could probably complain about trucks all night. The next time I spend 30-something thousand on something, which will be never, probably, but if I did, I'm buying a Dodge Viper. So unless it's a work truck, and I can justify a work truck, obviously working it every day, but if I drop that much money on something, it's going to be a Viper. My wife will disagree. She won't allow that to happen, but. Should try tracks on this tractor. Yeah, I'd have to tear apart a couple tractors, but tracks would be kind of interesting on this. I always did kind of make one. I don't know if you've ever seen. They did the generation after the 60 and 70 series 4-wheel drives, 8000s. There was a prototype 2-track model of those, and I kind of have that on my list to do someday. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, but maybe I will. The problem is, a lot of times these days, for the last year or two, when I'm building, I'm generally building to sell, and that's not something I would sell. That would be for me. And so I don't think to sit down and build stuff for me that much anymore. Just the way it is. Anyway, I'm going to slap some black on this mirror now that this glue's good and set up. Might as well. Anything else on here needs to be black? Probably not. That filter could be. The casting on that side's kind of goofy. All right. What time is the live stream going till? I don't know, till the party stops. I don't know. Probably another half hour. And then I'm probably going to head off to bed. I got to get into the office tomorrow and do some things. So yeah, so I get that pickup trucks are cool and people like it, want to soup them up and stuff like that. But like today, we were out driving, and this guy had this Ford in front of us, and it would look nice. He had a nice flatbed on it. It was all painted up and well done. The exhaust was loud, and so when he stomped on it, it just got louder. It didn't go any faster, and so what was the point of that? But so I don't know. That's why I would rather, if I'm gonna have something and sink a bunch of money into it, it's gonna be a car, and it's gonna be something like a Viper or something like that. Oh, nice 70 Chevelle SS frame off restoration. That's cool. Those Chevelles are cool cars. I love the big cars of that era. Chargers, Chevelles, Roadrunners, things like that. Those are my favorite cars from that era for sure. Are you gonna sell that John Deere at any at toy shows? I mean, I might sell it on my website once it's done. Maybe at a toy show. I mean, it depends on if it's still around then. I mean, I will always have, some form of John Deere 3040 series as long as I can keep buying them on my tables at toy shows that I've customized. They're one of my favorite tractors. I just like them. So yeah, I mean, I'll probably have that at a toy show at some point. '14 Ram and an '01 Duramax. Oh, nice. Yeah, like I said, we've got a 14 Ram out at the farm. I love that truck. I mean, it just pulls for days. Are you going to be at Nationals? If I am, I'm not going to be set up at Nationals. I may go, but I will not set up there. It's just too much. I've never set up there before, so I'm going to get stuck outside or who knows where. So there's so many dealers there. You almost have to be like established and have your following, know where you're going to be, and then they're going to come buy your stuff because the chances of you having somebody just browsing through and finding something you want at Nationals is pretty slim, just because of the sheer number of dealers that are there. I mean, especially custom guys. I mean, there's just tons and tons of custom stuff there. I almost have the same feeling about St. Louis, although I feel like we need to do St. Louis next year probably. Although my wife just did a big sigh, so maybe not. But I don't know. It's tough for us because so you've got St. Louis, 2 weeks later you've got Mark Twain, 2 weeks later you've got Lafayette. And so that's a tough stretch to have enough stuff to go sell at all three of those shows. It's almost a situation where I just have to build all year and then take certain things to certain shows. Like, for example, at Lafayette, my four-wheel drive sold really well. And so that's definitely a custom show. And like I'll say it's a mid to high-end custom show. So my $70 to $150 pieces are what sold there. At the Mark Twain show, it was $50 and under is what sold there. So that's why I'm doing tractors like this to try to fill that gap. That way everything's not high-end. And then, St. Louis, I mean, I haven't sold there, but from everybody I've talked to, it's sort of closer to the lines of Lafayette, I would say, in that everybody wants, at least, I don't want to say everybody, because obviously you can get anything. Every collector imaginable is down there. But the guys that are looking for what I have, they're probably going to want that higher-end stuff at St. Louis. But what stinks about St. Louis, again, we're new, so we're gonna get shoved way down on that first floor, and nobody's gonna know we exist. So, do you go and spend $170 a night or whatever it is for a room down there, plus the entrance fee to the hotel and all that sort of thing, to just hope people find you down on the first floor and you sell enough to cover it? I don't know that it's worth it for me necessarily, especially with two shows that I know I can sell well at coming up right after that. So there's a big part of me that just wants to go to St. Louis and just enjoy it versus going there and selling, which I enjoy, don't get me wrong, but there's some stress involved too. Until you've covered your weekend, it's like, oh crap. But then once you cover your weekend, then there's this big sigh of relief, and then you go have fun. Have you ever built a 5610 Ford tractor? I have a ton of Greenlight 5610 Ford tractors. I haven't done anything to them. I am going to put a belly mower on one I don't know, what would you want done to a 5610? If you just want to stock one, go to my website, www.fortheloveoftractors.com, and I have several variations of a 5610 that I would love to get rid of. So, so that's where Greenlight gets you as a dealer. To get the stuff you want, you have to take Ford 5610s. And they're cool tractors. They're actually a really well done tractor. But they're just not that popular. Our old Dodge blow up. Oh, that's not good. How do you get into 3D printing? You need to learn 3D design. And once you learn 3D design, you can go get yourself a printer at that point. Or you can, send it off to Shapeways or wherever and have your prints made there. But if you don't know 3D design, don't get a 3D printer. You're just wasting your money. But yeah, YouTube has tons of videos on how to teach yourself how to 3D design. So. Yeah, it's 4-leaf. The St. Louis show in particular, because you've basically got to go Thursday to St. Louis. So you're talking Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you're paying for your hotel room. And like I said, it's like 170-ish a night. So, you're $500 in hotel. Boom. Then you've got your show fee, you've got gas, you've got, food, which we bring. We bring a lot of food with us when we go to a show, but you still don't eat in your room every meal. So, and at St. Louis, it's extra expensive to eat. So, anyway. Oh yeah, you definitely cannot get a new truck with manual 4x4. It's all push button. Yeah, gas to St. Louis isn't so bad for us. We're an hour and a half away. It's not bad. Lafayette was 4 hours for us, so that was quite the haul. But St. Louis isn't bad at all. Lower trims you can, really? I thought they did away with manual 4x4 at this point. Even on our 14, it's all push button. So I'm wondering if I need to start hunting for some wheels and tires for both of these tractors. What do you think? I only got $1 million to look through. Surely we can find something, right? Oh, I'm getting stiff sitting there. Huh, I wonder what those are off of. Oh, I know what those are. Tell you what, when I get this done, I gotta get back onto some Steiger projects too. Let's see, those are all 4-wheel drive rims and tires. Might be something in there we can use. Let's see. But we're gonna need these for that. And then these are... Yeah, those are, we'll just stick with these. Okay. I think we got something to start with here, guys. Oh, wow, cool. Okay. Oh, I gotta get back on this international too. At some point, seeing those rooms reminded me of that. That's a fun little project to finish up. Okay, that'll do it there for now. All right, so we need some John Deere rims here. I think we'll, of course, we're going to dual this up. So those are my rims that I need. So these can go off to the side. So get those. I just realized I might be out of small axle size for these rims. That would kind of stink, wouldn't it? Put a monkey wrench in this whole thing. Yeah, that's the bigger size. It would work. I just have to drill it. Okay. Oh, you know what? That fits perfect, actually. Sweet. Well, now we just got to figure out what tires we want on here. You think about something really aggressive, like a rice and cane. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? I gotta grind those off, but that might look pretty cool on there. Let's just mount a few of these and see what we think. So these rice and canes are from Chucky Stevens. I've been getting a lot of tires from him lately, although I still get a lot more from Adam Sunken at Mini Toy Truck and Tractor. I'm trying to make sure. Nope, those are different sizes. Maybe that would look good. Okay. 4. Need 2 more. Apparently, I have a bit of an odd number of those rice and canes. No, I don't. But I've only got 4 left. Cool. I apparently ordered incorrectly. I'm getting real good at that. Yeah, right. So the way Chuck does his tires, you buy the rim, you buy the tire separately, and you can buy these clamp-ons. And I got the wrong size clamp-on. Should have known. Oh, these are 20. Yeah, these are 20.8. Or these are like a 42, aren't they? I really want a smaller tire than that, but I might not have smaller rims than that at this point. That's a problem. Is that the John Deere from the live stream? If you no, that John Deere is done. It's on my display right now, pulling a big old staggered disc. That was an 8850. This is an 8440. I want to see someone pull a realistic county farm display. County fair display? County farm display? I don't know. Yeah. All right. Do you make all of your tractor rims? That's kind of perfect timing. Nope. I do a lot of them though, but these are from Chucky. And it's kind of a situation where it's just easier to drop the extra $2 a pair or whatever they are, and and get his rims versus making my own. But I mean, I used to make all of my own rims. I still do a lot of 3D printed rims. So like these are 3D printed. That's not. There's probably some more around here, but oh well, yeah. How about these big guys right here? And those are 3D printed. So like mostly the modern rims I do, they're all 3D printed. But like for these older tractors, I mean, Chuck's already got these drawn out and made, and like I said, it's just they're a couple bucks a pair. If you're selling a tractor, you just roll that into the price of the tractor, and you're good to go. I'm just gonna test fit these. I think I want to paint them separately. And I'm just gonna test them and see if I like them on the tractor, because this is an aggressive tire for a 40 series John Deere. But sometimes it's just kind of fun to do stuff like that. Stay there. Good boy. Okay, that's that side. Also that side. That's one thing. His tires are unidirectional, or they only go one direction. You got a left and a right, basically. So that can be frustrating at times, but it's manageable. And I'd rather have to put up the hassle of matching them than not have them. So if I go to a toy show, should I start a YouTube channel? I think you should just start a YouTube channel anyway. It's just fun. Just go for it. You don't have to do it. I don't have to go to a toy show. Just have a good time. Can we get another look at the 8850? Yeah, you bet. I'll grab it here in a little bit. We'll take a look at it up close and personal. All right. That went right through that other one. No, this one is not. I like Chuck's tires, but I ordered some 24 532s, and they were the exact height of the 38s. Interesting. I have not ordered those sizes from him yet. I typically stick with 38 and 42-inch tires, and I did do some 18434s from him for my patio series that I did, and I thought they turned out nice. Studebaker or International Pickup Truck body on the bed of a second-gen Cummins. That'd be kind of cool. Okay. Ooh, poked myself. That hurt. Well, I think I got these backwards, but I guess it doesn't matter because we're not permanently mounting these anyway. We just want to see how the tires look more than anything. Did you used to carpet farm as a kid? Absolutely I did. You bet. That's where I started. My bedroom floor. Tractors strewn out everywhere. That's a great thing about using thin brass rod like that. You can just take some side cutters and take care of business right there. You don't have to get the Dremel out every time you want to cut an axle. Well, I managed to put that on backwards, didn't I? Well, once you start getting more subs, once you get more content up, make sure you tag your videos correctly so people can find them. And then it just starts going from there. Starts multiplying. It took me forever to start getting subs. But then once I did, it just kind of keeps going now. I think I average about 100 a month, so new subs. So it's pretty good, I think. I mean, I don't know, relative if it's good or not, but I'm happy with it. All right, I don't know if you guys can see that too well, but here, I'll just grab this camera. I'll bring it over here and show you guys. I don't know, what do you think of that? Tires, they look good, but they almost look too aggressive for that tractor. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Looks good. Okay, cool. How do you tag videos? So if you go in and edit the video, or like when you're uploading the video, there's an advanced section, and so you click on advanced, and then there's tags. So so if I were tagging this, I would do 164th tractor, 164th farm toy, 164th John Deere. Then I'd probably throw an S scale in there as well, and then I would do custom John Deere 8440. John Deere 8440, etc. Just so use tags that describe exactly what you're doing. Use several, but make sure you're using tags that are relevant, because if you don't, you're just wasting your time, and people won't find your video as easily. So, yeah, those are growing on me. I like those. Like I said, they're a little aggressive, but what was an 8440? That was probably a couple hundred horsepower, maybe, right? Yeah, that'd be kind of a cool little tillage rig, not deep tillage, or not a big tillage rig, but old school. Yeah, YouTube Studio is another way to do that for sure. Oh, I can show you my workbench. It's a nightmare right now. Here we go. So, we'll start down here at the. I'm waiting for my screen to catch up that I'm watching on, so I can see what you guys are seeing. Okay, so there's a drill press, and I've got some parts on top of it. Those are all truck beds up there, and then of course you can see all my parts drawers, so on and so forth. I've got some Chevy projects going on here. Couple Ford projects, some New Hollands, another Chevy project, some John Deere stuff. This is a Greenlight Dodge I took the bed off of and stuck on another Greenlight Dodge, and I actually sold it, which was a miracle. I didn't think it was going to. I thought it was cool as heck, and so I was fine if it stayed on my workbench, but somebody ended up buying it. So then back here, that Steiger just needs to touch up a couple things. It's ready to roll. So anyway, there's my workbench, guys. Some Wagners up there. Someday I'll finish those out. They're pain. The castings are rough on those, and so you got to do so much work to get those to look right, in my opinion. But I'll get them. Yeah, YouTube Studio, you can download the app on your phone. YouTube Studio on your PC is just the way you edit your videos or upload your videos. So. Okay, all right, I guess I'm caught up on questions. Yeah, so I like those wheels and tires. I guess those just need to get painted. So I'm gonna pull those off and hit those with some paint before I go to bed tonight. And then tomorrow I can mount them up. Alright, so I've been trying to, I thought I would do more live videos this week. I may even do another one later this weekend, just because I know everybody's kind of stuck at home right now. So I thought maybe people will be more, up to chatting and everything. But I will definitely get back into the sort of the normal video reviews and stuff like that next week, I think. But I still might do a live video here and there. Do you sell those Steigers on your website? Not yet. This Panther is completely scratch built. I don't think I would sell it. Period. It's just going on my display. It's one of my favorite tractors I built. But I'm working on a Panther KP 1400 that hopefully I can make quicker and sell, and they'll be nice. They'll be nicely detailed. So in the future, sure. I've got Steiger Tigers coming. Should be here roughly middle of April. The kits for those, so I'll try to get those put together. Those are going to be great. Those are Series 3 Tigers. They'll be really cool, finished up. So you can see on the back of these wheels how you gotta sand those off. I'm not gonna do that with you guys here. It's just gonna be noise grinding on them. So I'll have to do those later for sure. Yeah, I just did a week or so ago a tour video of my whole room down here. So if you guys want to see that, kind of see what everything else. What happened to the old channel intro? Well, I changed computers and somehow that intro got deleted. So that music was my cousin's band actually, and he's gonna send me over something soon so I can have another intro that he's working on. That's kind of like farm appropriate, I guess. So anyway, soon I hope to have the intro back. But like I said, unfortunately that one got deleted on accident. So that's just the way it goes sometimes. Larson Farms is live right now. Is that Jacob? Or is that like real? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that. Unless it's Jacob Larson, then I'm familiar with him. But 684 people watching that. Wow. Well, we've got 20, so take that, Larson Farms. I doubt we ever make it to the point where we have 600 people watching a live chat. I don't even know how many subscribers you've got to have. Subscribers. I wonder how many. He's probably got like 100,000 subscribers to get 600 watching. Did I show you guys this the other day? So these are going to go up on the website hopefully this weekend. Finished up some tanks. This one's got a little chip in it, so that's going to go in the junkers section. So that'll be a little bit cheaper. This one's in good shape, though. Anyway, those turned out nice. Really happy with those. Let's see, what else do I got working on here? Let's see. These are some wheels that I 3D printed for a project that we'll see how that goes. I guess I'll ask another question. So here's kind of some, I don't know. Let's call them reject beds. They're still workable. You know, somebody took sanded the sides. You could still make a really nice bed out of these. But I don't know if there's any interest in those or not. If there is, I'll throw those up on the junkers section too. I'll just sell those silly cheap because of it. No, but that's a good one. That one needs used. But anyway, like I said, I've got a couple of those. If somebody wants to make a project out of them or whatever. If somebody has a junkyard display, BB, they'd be great for that. Answering questions with 600 people in the chat would be an absolute nightmare. I can't even imagine how that works, actually. I don't know how, well, I know how Millennial Farmer does it because he has his wife in the tractor with him a lot of times, but like, I don't know how he does, he'll be working. Of course, he has a lot of auto steer equipment, but he'll be in the fields working and doing a live chat. One, I'm jealous that he has the cell phone signal to do that because I don't. And, two, like, I just don't know how he keeps up with the questions, but I think his wife asks a lot of them for him, so. Out of space in the junkyard. Wah, wah. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Do you have plans for that green light Dodge? I do. I don't know. Unless you need a green light Dodge, Bo? I don't know. We could work out something. I was just going to stick a different tool bed on it, but I've got quite a few of these around. I don't have to. If you got a project in mind for it, we'll figure something out with that. It's nice. I mean, it's got a little nick on the roof. I don't know where that came from, but probably when I was trying to pull the bed off of it. But other than that, it's in great shape. Wheels and tires are good. So somewhere around here's the interior for it, right here. So I mean, it's got all the pieces. Yeah, I hear you. Only so much an IKEA desk can hold. I don't know. I'll put this up on the junker section. I'll figure out what to price it at. It'll be cheap. Somebody wants it, they can get it. I don't care. Like I said, I did kind of have plans for it, but it's pretty far down the list. So if somebody can get some use out of it, you might as well. I'd rather see somebody making a project out of it than it sitting on my workbench for the next year. So, what was I looking for? I was looking for a part here, something. Yeah, I didn't realize how popular the junker section of my website would be until I put stuff up on there. But I get it, because I'm the same way. I love buying parts and projects. So, will I put that up tonight? I mean, I can. Yeah, I think these two flatbeds, I'll put those up on the junk site. I can try to do that tonight. If I can get out of here, well, it's 9. So I need to go, let's say within 10 minutes I need to get out of here. And I could snap some pictures and throw these up there if somebody's interested in them. We can make something happen. I'll see what else I got laying around here too. I know I've got some others that need to, some other projects that just need to be gone. Like this RAM bed. I don't know if anybody's got any use for that, but I obviously put a flatbed on a RAM, and then you've got the bed left over, so I don't know what to do with that. What's the Steiger looking thing? Yeah, Bo. Just shoot me a message when we get this done somewhere. Well, yeah, you can buy it now. I'll save it back for you. It's fine. So this Steiger looking thing is a Tiger 3, Series 3 Tiger. There's the front. There's the rear. And obviously it's got a cab that goes on there and all that sort of stuff. No details on it just yet. So it's got a ton of work to go yet. But and then this Steiger looking thing, if you missed it earlier, is a Panther KP 1400. And that is all scratch built. It's every piece but the tires on there is scratch built. So no 3D printing on that one. That's how I used to do it all the time. Somebody asked me the other day, they thought if 3D printing was cheating. And if you 3D print, can you call yourself a builder? And then I challenged them to build a Steiger KP 1400 that looks that good. Yeah, those flatbeds will work. Let me just mate that up with a dually here, so you can kind of see. You're gonna have a little bit of overhang, but they will work. I've put them on a dually before, and they look pretty good. Like I said, there's a little bit of overhang. If you wanted to like custom make you a fender flare, that would look super cool on those, I think. Yeah, I will. I'll check my email later. Are you selling the old-looking versatile tractors because they are not on your website? Which ones? I've got that 1150. If that's what you're talking about, I think that is on my website. If not, I'll get it put up. Like the 935s and stuff like that, I currently do not have any of those in stock. I've got a couple kits that need put together, but they're pretty low on the priority list right now. But I don't know. It depends on what versatile you're looking for, I guess. You can always get a hold of Dave at CD Models, and he has a couple different series of versatiles that he will do. And then, of course, Ertl did that 935 not too long ago. That is pretty cool. It makes a pretty good base for a custom tractor. Excuse me. What do you think you will put that in a service truck up for? Oh, I don't know. I'll also have to think about it. It's hard to think on the fly. Basically, what I have to do is I have to go back, look through what I have in the part, the truck or whatever, and figure out how to make that all work. So it's kind of hard to price it on the fly here. How much would it be for a bed and the fender flare? I don't know. Do you just want the bed and the flare, or do you want it on a truck? Because bed and fender flare, you're probably talking 12, 15 bucks, I'd say, if I'm putting a flare on there. And I'd probably do that out of maybe brass, maybe styrene. I don't know. Probably brass, though. What cow behaves the best so far of the two? Good question. I don't know. So I've been using this one because I've been mocking up some stuff over here on the workbench. And, yeah, good question. You are looking for projects and have many boxes of tractors. That's the way to be. You can never have too many tractors. Well, you probably can, but I haven't reached that limit yet. Okay, I'm getting the it's time to go signal. So yeah, I know, Bo. Yeah, no problem. Oh, how do you take a? So if you're using a green light, I'll just show you real quick, and then I really need to go. So these green light trucks just have rivets here, here. Those might be the only two actually. And so drill those out. Drill press, Dremel, however you're going to drill it, and then these just pop off basically. And once you get this off, to get the bed off. So it's a different color, obviously, but you can see those rivets fit there on those cab rivets. So again, you just drill those three, and it just pops right off. So they're super easy to take off, which is great because you can do it very easily and not damage the truck. How much is a Steiger KP 1400? I mean, I'm just not even going to sell one. If I get a kit going the way I want to go, they'll be pretty reasonably priced. If I have to scratch build one like that, I mean, I don't know. That's a $250, $300 tractor, and I still wouldn't sell it for that if you gave me that. So, like I said, that tractor is they're just gonna have to bury me with that thing. I will TMC. A Western Champlain. Oh, okay. That's an idea. Oh, nice. Yeah. You did not show us the farm display. Well, I can do that real quick. I'll show you what the display looks like. And then I'm out of here, guys. And I'm going to take some pictures of some of this stuff. And, see if I can't move some of my junk on down the road here. All right, let's step over here. Oh, I can look at it this way. So all sorts of stuff going on here. Now it's a bit messy. Lots of construction going on. So there's kind of the shop. Like I said, a lot of equipment just sitting here right now for picture purposes and all that sort of thing. I've got my apple trees here. Go back here. This is going to be a small pasture. This is where TC's cows are going to go once they're all done. Once that pasture is done, and then of course over here this is probably the most finished part of the display, which is this tree line right now. And got to get dirt on this field soon. Been saying that for a week now or two. But anyway, there's the entrance to that field. So right now, that's it. Whoops. That's all I got there. But like I said, more coming soon, I hope. Anyway, See what I missed here real quick. You do see a muscle car. You've heard of that guy, right? Okay, cool. I'll check out your video later, Colton. Do you have any authentics for sale? Do I have any put together authentics for sale, or do I have any junk authentics for sale? Because I definitely have some junkers for sale. I got to dig them out and figure out what I got, but. Oh, yeah, that 8440 with the authentic wheels is pretty awesome. It's one of my favorite tractors ever. And unfortunately, you can't get those. It's really hard to find those authentic tractors anymore that haven't had the wheels robbed off of them because, well, I probably robbed 100 of them myself. So before I leave, any project ideas? I mean, I have a million project ideas. How about old school tillage tools? Something to go behind a D21 Alice or a 1466 International or something like that. That's kind of where my mind's at right now, trying to figure out how and what to do as far as those go. But all right, guys, I'm gonna get the heck out of here. Appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't, check out fortheloveoftractors.com. We'll do this again real soon. Like I said, if time allows, I may even try to do it again this weekend. We'll see. But no little cows yet. No calves yet. But, all right, guys. I will catch you all later. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a great day. Happy tractor hunting.